The following is a documentary about the tragic degradation of an individual's mental health. Viewer discretion is advised.
If you've ever used Twitter, you may be able to relate to the terrifying incident I am about to explain. If you stay on this service for long enough, mental damage will always come for you, in one way or another. I thought I was safe from such a phenomenon, but due time, I was wrong. I was careless, and I was foolish. If you still have intact mental aptitude, don't make the same mistake I did. Get out while you can. My name is Ando, and this is my story. We began in late 2019. On a cold winter night, I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw this image. Funny, I thought. Another person on this godforsaken website complaining about something that doesn't even begin to matter. I had a good chuckle and moved on. I would see this character frequently online in memes and such, as the funny big titty anime girl. A few months went by as normal, and I didn't have a clue how much seeing that image would damage my well-being. Fast forward to mid-2020. Uzaki returns to Twitter. Now bear with me, this isn't just another Uzaki Twitter drama video, but this is crucial to setting up to the plot. I had recently become addicted to this toxic social media outlet and scroll through it every day. Out of nowhere, with no warning, I am subjected to this. What? I couldn't believe my eyes. Oh, how they massacred my girl. Suddenly, this character I didn't care too much about had reached my maximum curiosity. I needed to know why she was finding herself in controversy so many times. Then I discover the monumental movement against her. Not just a child, a baby. What was this injustice? Besides the fact that real-life women can have proportions similar to this, she is just a cartoon character. What a ridiculous claim. A lot of anime media in the slice-of-life style of Uzaki-Chan features high schoolers, but she is literally 19 in the beginning of the series. I felt anger rush through my veins. I had begun to get the feeling that I needed to protect this character. The unjustified hatred had counterintuitively created a guardian angel for her. Me. Now that the cards have been laid out, we begin the journey. I tune into the newly airing Uzaki-Chan Wants to Hang Out anime on Funimation.com. I created an account and free trial and set sail. I enjoyed it in the way any mentally stable person would. I experienced a simple, cute slice of life plot. With each episode, my mission grew stronger. When the season ended after a few weeks, I felt satisfied, but not for very long. I had to watch it a second time for good measure. I would say I couldn't be satisfied, but I felt as if Uzaki-Chan herself was further calling upon me, as if I wasn't doing enough to satisfy her. I had signed a deal with the devil. I had no choice. I needed to simp for this fictional character harder. I needed to go further beyond. The time had come to begin the ceremony. Before I knew it, all my profile pictures were sent in honor of her. Half of the camera roll on my new iPhone were part of the Uzaki photo album. I had discovered another mob of anti-Uzaki-chaners. They hated her not because they were offended by her appearance, but because she had become a face of anime. They hated her out of their own misguided hatred for anime. I had enemies all around me. I could never rest. I tracked down the author Take on Twitter and stalked his every move. I had joined multiple Uzaki-Chan subreddits despite having never used Reddit before that. I imported copies of all 5 currently released volumes of the Uzaki-Chan manga in a language I cannot even read fully. I even almost named my new cat Uzaki. If not for threat of being disowned by all who I care about, I would probably own a body pillow right about now. This was not a phase. Month after month it persisted. I felt as if I had to fulfill my mission, or I would be frozen in time. September 2020. I had no idea how far I needed to go before she would leave me in peace. At some point, something in my head snapped. I had enough. I was done being controlled. I had to end this torment. I had to defeat her. This was for real. This was life or death. But I couldn't think of anything. This is like defeating the G-Man. I was afraid, confused, and hopeless. I was writing goodbye notes to each of my family members individually, in case of the worst case scenario. I didn't want to think about such pessimistic things, but I had to be realistic. I had finished up letters for my sister, mother, and father. They were tear-stained, but they would get the point across. With no more tears left to cry, I was amidst writing the letters for my grandparents, when suddenly, my mind struck me with a way out. I had sparked the ultimate plan, but it was also a very scary plan. There would be no turning back. This would be my last course of action. The only way to satisfy her presence forever was to make her always present. I had to immortalize her upon my own skin. I began the mission by getting a job as a package handler. I had to work my ass off every day because of her. Once I raised enough money, I booked the appointment. All I had to do then was wait. A few weeks of torment and stress later, and this is what I had done to myself. This is a recreation of a panel from page 98 of the official Uzaki-Chan manga, Volume 3. My loved ones were disgusted, but they had no clue of the discomfort they would have felt if they saw the notes instead. I was doing them a favor. An enormous weight had been lifted off my chest. I was free. In the beginning of my life in my new body, I wondered where I went wrong. What choices did I have to make in life to come to such a point? What a bizarre deck I was dealt. I was just one of almost 8 billion. Why was I chosen by Uzaki for this suffrage, out of anyone else? Well, no matter. This is who I am now. I have come to accept that I was the chosen one. I can never turn back. I am in a static state of Uzaki guardianship. The bottom of the abyss. I am in limbo, and it is peaceful here.